Welcome to the Psychic Sampler. In a few moments, I will be calling someone who is using the pseudonym KS for a reading on finances. The Psychic Sampler is 15 minutes for $15 with me, Laura, an accredited evidential research medium. I currently am involved with a research project with I say some pretty important people in the field. I don't want to say that, sounds silly, but I can't. It's confidential. But I want to assure you that I've developed abilities and skills for many years, and I was sort of a natural channeler. I started channeling over 30 years ago. I guess because I was raised in a woo-woo household, I kind of inherited this ability. And, just a little aside, people who have abilities are very sensitive individuals. Sometimes we could feel like we don't fit in. You ever feel like that, any of you? Because most of you that would be interested in this probably are intuitive and psychics, right? Yes. So if you ever feel a little bit like you don't fit in, it's just because you don't understand that you are a highly sensitive person. And highly sensitive people are made to do certain things. They come to Earth to be counselors, spiritual healers, psychic mediums, that kind of a thing. A highly sensitive person just picks up more from the environment than a person who's not as sensitive. So don't feel different. Don't feel bad about it. Just find out where you belong. And that's one of the ways that might be one of the reasons why you would want to come to speak with someone like me, because as a medium and a psychic, I help people understand themselves better because spirit comes through. Spirit meaning your angelic guides, or it means connected to a loved one in the spirit realm. Also, I do health mediumship, meaning looking in on your body to help you with health issues. I also do emotional / Akashic healing, which is looking in on your chakras and doing an energetic healing on that. There's many things that a psychic can do. I personally always prefer working with a psychic than doing more traditional kind of counseling and work, than going for that myself, because I always found that it shortens the time to insight. It shortens the time to healing. But be that as it may, everybody has their own opinion, and I respect everybody's opinion. Let me just see who's here. We've got Kaya. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but please, if I'm not, let me know. I've got Gwendolyn, people who are looking in on this now. Thank you so much for coming here today. I see there are other people that are looking in or watching but have not made a comment, and that's fine. I appreciate all of you who do attend. If you would like to get a psychic sample, or maybe even a more meaty kind of session with me, more private, this is it, the Psychic Sampler, 15 minutes for $15. Go to my website, spiritmediumlaura.com, and there you can become the proud owner of a Psychic Sampler, which is, I don't know, well, hi Missy. It's a limited time offer as of now. Who knows? I don't know. I like doing them. I used to only on Monday nights do a Messages with Medium Laura event here on Facebook Live, and I was doing it on a radio show for many years. But I started to find that there were a lot of people who were calling in and were not really embracing the benefit of what was being said to them by their higher ups, the guides or whatever you want to call them. And I was starting to feel very weary from that, which brings me to another subject, which I can only give you a snippet of, which is the joy secret, if you will. When things are feeling heavy to you, that's a time to change. You don't have to live in a misery cycle. You can live in a magical cycle, a miraculous cycle. It helps with manifesting when you pay attention to how you feel about things and then switch to what makes you happy. So this makes me happier for now. We'll see how this goes, but I'm no longer tied down to Monday night. It gives me a little bit more freedom, and I feel if people invest a little in the experience, they'll get more out of it, and I won't feel so drained anymore. Okay, so it's time now that I called KS, which is her pseudonym for today. And let me look at my call logs because I just called her a moment ago. Yeah, that's hers.
Hello.
Hey, KS. This is Laura. How are you, honey?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great, darling, and feeling even better now that I'm speaking with you.
Nice.
Okay. So, KS, just sit back, honey, in your seat or wherever you are, and go into an open body position, meaning uncrossed arms and legs. Start to breathe from your abdomen a little bit, breathing in deeply and relaxing on the exhale, allowing yourself to open to spirit and focusing in today on your questions. While you do that, I'm going to invoke the master prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now, KS, on your next exhale of breath, please release into your space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. You're a very, Spirit is telling me you're a very special person. You have a lot of intuitive gifts. You're a healing type. You're trying to get started on work that would be of more consequence to you than you have been doing thus far. I know you have a question about finances, and I don't know yet if your question is how to make more money at using your gifts in a healing modality, or if you're just going to ask about about finances. So go ahead and ask your question, please.
Okay, I feel like my guides are kind of showing me a path of how to increase my finances, but I have a hard time trusting the guidance that I've been receiving.
Okay.
So I just wanted to know, like, what should I do to increase my abundance? Because I'm not sure if the energies around me are benevolent or if I'm being
Oh.
tricked.
I feel like somebody just pressed my button. Bing! The energies around you. You know, it's a funny thing because if when we have positive stuff inside, we can only attract what we are, right? So if
Right.
yeah, right. So if you're feeling a little depressed or negative, that's how you clean out any negativity. You work on yourself, and then you'll know for sure you have nothing negative around you. So that's the first answer. So, but I just was told a moment ago that you're supposed to be doing healing work. What kind of work do you do?
Um, well, that's the thing. Like, I know that I'm supposed to be doing healing work. I just don't
You don't.
know
Okay.
what exactly.
Well, I get a feeling that you're sort of blocking that because you're afraid you can't make money at that. So what you're doing is trying to go for the golden handcuffs, so to speak. You know, going for something more practical rather than allowing yourself to follow a path that seems more like you. Is that correct, love?
Yes.
Yeah. So now remember, well, maybe you weren't listening, but I started right before I called you. I started talking about the joy secret. What is that? What's the joy secret? Well, you can use the word joy, JOY, to stand for just open you. And that means open your joy every day, listening every day on what brings you joy, and then following that like breadcrumbs in the forest, right? That's your guide speaking to you and your soul speaking to you about your highest abundance, about your highest good. So the first thing that spirit has to tell you is money will improve when you and I right now come up with a way for you to follow what you really want to do in a practical way, a way that gets you going, for money. So I'm going to go now to them, the guides, and see what's going on with your actions, what you've been doing. Do you bike? Are you biking lately? I don't know. All of a sudden, they show me rocks and a bicycle. Are you outdoors a lot? I know you're mountain time, so maybe you're in Colorado. Do you bike at all?
I don't. I just moved here, and so I have been I have taken a few walks like along the trails.
Okay, wonderful. That's good for you. Okay, don't think lightly of that. Think that it's very important for you to get out, be a nature mother, nature, and hear your heart more, listen to your heart more, sit with a journal. Now, the stuff that will come out in a journal will be some of the stuff I say now, because when we journal alone on our own, we get to hear our higher self. We get to hear our guides. It's actually a training exercise if you want to learn how to get better communication with your own intuitive guidance from the higher ups. Let me now just see what can she do. I'm going to start with a yes/no question of what will her finances improve, yes or no, and that will unravel the answer. You're going to get more work very soon and very, very suddenly if you open your heart a little bit more to it. Stop thinking about the past as much as the future and the now. Think about what you are now. Think about what you really want, and then start walking forward. So they're saying, the guides, that you're looking backwards. You must have had some problems in the past with money and or being let go or not keeping a job as long as you would like. You understand?
Yes, I do. My whole everything was horrible.
Oh, okay. So okay, now imagine that I'm in the same room as you and I got you by your shoulders and I'm staring into your face. KS, let's make a positive out of that. We don't want to be negative, because when we speak words, we are literally creating something. Whatever we focus on, we create, right? So we're going to create new ideas for you. Hold on. So you have, okay, getting out with, we already said that, getting out and walking in nature. I also see pots and pans and cooking for you. Does that have anything to do with your desired outcome? Do you want to work in the food industry, or is food important to you in some way, KS?
No, I'm not sure.
Then maybe it has to do with nourishment. Is she eating properly, please? You're eating okay for your body type. You need to take, they're telling you these things for a reason. Take in more fluids, and it will also help you get moving, because right now you're in a state of, you're in a state of just being still and not moving forward. What do they call that? You're stuck. Okay. So they're wanting you to drink more fluids, because that will actually help you move forward. It will open you up magnetically to the currents of the energies around you. So let me now get you forward from there. You have to get out of your house and do things that are related to the work you want to do. Not just the job that you want to get, but the work that you want to do. You actually have to put energy into that. You have to follow the path that is of most importance to you. And I get the word empath or empathic. You're very empathic. You feel people's energy. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut to the chase here because we have limited time. You're so blocked that I can't see more than that right now. So what job were you looking to get?
Well, I do coaching and tarot readings and things of
Oh,
that
okay.
nature.
It's very simple then. Of everything I've said, I was trying to find you a job that had nothing to do with that. No wonder I couldn't see anything. So then the answer is, they kept saying, go out and walk in nature. They said, drink more fluids because it moves your energy more. But now they say you have to get out and actually make it happen. So what does that mean? This is going to move a little bit more into a kind of a mentoring for light worker business. It means figuring out where you can hold events as much as possible that will bring in people already. So for example, if you know if there's a new age bookstore around you and you think you can convince them to have you come in and do something, and they would promote it for you jointly, you do that. You have to find a way. I'll just give you the simplest thing. If you don't have anybody that can work with you, you don't know anybody, you're new in the area, that's right. You have to find places that people are already going and put on events. You can advertise in a new age publication, costs money. It's better still if you can simply put them on in a place. I'll see if I can see any of that for you. Put it on where people are already going. Then, of course, there's going online, which is what I'm doing right now. And when you teach something, value to others, you get clients from that. So teaching is very good for you. You know how to teach very well. You're a very good communicator, KS, and people listen to you when you speak. So I want you, maybe I can help you with this. Find out what you think is unique about yourself. You said you do coaching and tarot. Well, you can become a tarot coach right off the bat, which means teaching people how to use tarot, but you can also do something, a unique blend of coaching and tarot. What is the area that you would most prefer? What focus would you like to what do you want to focus on?
I prefer to focus on the coaching.
And in what vein? What kind of coaching?
Mostly love.
I was going to say,
Relationships.
okay, you love. Okay, good. I was hearing love, but love is very popular, but yet still have to drill down. The reason is love is very generalized. You have to find the problem that you solved in your life when it comes to love. And I'm going to see if I see it. You may already know. Heal the heart, open the heart. So what I'm hearing for you is heal the heart, open the heart. It's something that you've gone through and learned from. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your focus. Heal the heart, open the heart, love coaching. For getting unstuck. Interestingly enough, you're stuck at the moment, but you won't be long once you understand this. You're not stuck in the area of love, though. You're stuck in this area of your own life. So heal the heart, open the heart. You have to have everybody listening. You have to have a specific area of your specific niche or niche in coaching or even in psychic work for that matter, because it helps you attract clients. You've heard this before, right, KS?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be, that's what you've resolved. That's what you've solved in your own life. That would be your area of focus. And so you need to hold workshops locally. And I would start locally first and then go online. Okay. And so, for example, a beauty salon. Okay. Let's say they let you come into a seminar. Maybe they would. I don't know. They would have a lot of clients. You give them a cut of the money. See what I'm saying? It's a win-win. A lot of women that go to have their nails done, a lot of women that go to have their, the hair done, all that. Potential, anything to do with, for some reason or other, food and nutrition would be a good place for this. So if you know any health food stores that would allow you to put on a seminar, some of the seminars could be free to get their email. Some of them could be fee because they're going to get something during the seminar that's tangible. It could be answering a question of everyone there. However it is you're going to do it. But if you give everybody something for attending versus just a lecture, you're giving them something tangible, you have more leeway to charge a small fee. You don't have to charge an astronomical amount because you're building something right now. So I'm just going to now project this business choice for you and see where we go with that. You will find that within 6 months to a year, you will have a thriving business. As yet, you do not have the magical hook, the client magnet, if you will, that will really bring in the most attention. So we have to make it a little more dramatic, right? A little bit more focused. Remember I said, heal the heart, open the heart. Recovering. What they're showing me is that you had a real tragedy in your life when it comes to love. And there's a lot around that for you. Let me just see if I could hone in on it, and then we'll give that to you. That would be your added layer of refinement, if you will. Oh, okay. So it would be, they're telling me that broken hearts come from broken self-esteem. And so as you learn to love yourself more, you are able to heal the heart and open the heart. So the third level of specificness surrounding your coaching offer is coaching for self-esteem. Would that make sense to you, please?
Yes, it does. My focus is mostly self love.
Perfect.
That having the self love brings in other forms of love.
So I'm going to give you an assignment to go out and flesh out a business plan, not just from events and things like that, but what your message is, maybe an actual system for healing, what the steps are. You know, you can have 4 steps, you can have 2 steps, you can have 3 steps. Come up with a plan, and then that is your outline for your events. It's outlined for public speaking. If you can get invited anywhere, like to a Rotary Club or to a lunch club for special organization, you know, I even when I was doing a lot of that, I even went into people's friends of mine's homes. I was like, I'll go anywhere that anybody will listen to me. And I was doing private events in people's homes. I know you're new in the area, so can't do a lot of that. But keep, you know, flesh out the message, then flesh out the steps, the business plan. And you will find that this business takes on a life of its own. It's like when you make the plan, it's like a seed in the ground. It starts to grow. And now I have to go on, my dear, to another reading, and I need to let you go. I hope that this was helpful to you.
Thank you so much. It was very helpful.
Thank you, KS. Take care, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, you can get the Psychic Sampler here. SpiritMediumLaura.com, 15 minutes for $15. And I hope to hear from some of you. If you want a private session, you can also get that there. Thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye. And I'll be back here at 1:30 in about 15 minutes or so. Well, looks like 13 minutes from now, working with Missy. Bye, everybody.